Most of us would agree that these days, $1 doesn't go very far. But in the Roseland neighborhood, it bought one developer nearly 100,000 square feet. I found out why some residents have high hopes for this bargain basement deal. Vacant lots are common in Roseland. Crime, too. Bars and locks protect most businesses, and most business owners are just waiting for a chance to unlock a better future.
The number of vacant storefronts that we have doesn't really encourage people to come in.
Liddell Edwards owns a clothing store on South Michigan. His dad started it 35 years ago.
My brother and I are picking up the mantle and continuing on the business.
But over time, Edwards has seen his neighborhood decline.
Crime is always a concern. Crime is number one as far as the environment, and that's one of the things that jump out when you talk to the community residents.
But Roseland wasn't always like this. The Roseland neighborhood was once a bustling area with the arrival of the Pullman Train Company. Even after Pullman left in 1982, the strip of 115th and South Michigan was a retail hub with anchor stores like Woolworths and JCPenney.
We had movie houses, we had bowling alleys, we had nice restaurants.
That was then. This is now. So in an effort to revitalize Roseland, the city of Chicago sold this vacant piece of property at 115th and South Michigan to a developer. He plans to build a new strip mall. The city sold the property for just $1.
We're excited about it because what's happening is those are tax dollars that are coming back into our community anyway. So we're leveraging tax dollars to help bring needed services into the community.
9th Ward Alderman Anthony Beal says neighborhood leaders have been chasing a deal like this for nearly a decade.
Well, the biggest thing it's going to do is going to address a lot of health issues. Being able to get fresh produce, fruits and vegetables.
For the people who live in Roseland, the nearest grocery store is 10 miles away, certainly not easy to get to. But the new shopping center is slated to be 90,000 square feet, cost $22 million, and include an Aldi and a pharmacy.
Some other smaller retailers here.
Developer Musa Tadros is taking on the project. He's developed properties in the area for 30 years.
I have another development on 87th and Cottage Grove. I was able to bring a Target in the first African-American community in the entire country. We brought Nike, Walgreens.
But Tadros isn't ready to break ground just yet. He still needs to buy up some of the land around the central piece of property, and not all business and property owners are willing to part with their land.
So now the city's moving in with eminent domain on those properties because they won't sell.
Edmund Scott owns one of those properties. His tax preparation and insurance business has been on the strip for 30 years, and he plans to pass it down to his son.
I just want to be owner of my own property. I don't want to be a sharecropper or a tenant or a person that has to, pay a lease. I bought this place here and I've worked here so many years to try to get it, for myself. This was the childhood dream or a boyhood dream that I had, to own my own property here and a business here.
A dream he could lose to eminent domain. He's so upset, he's taken his fight to the next level.
Whether he gets it or not, I wrote this letter to the president asking for some type of advice on how I can be included and not be excluded.
Alderman Beal sees Scott's fight as a distraction.
All those things prolong development. If we had total site control, this would have been done a long time ago.
Liddell Edwards does worry about family-run businesses in Roseland, which may close when big chains move in.
I mean, there are new stores, new building, new brick and mortar, but there's no ownership from the community, and that's my concern.
But Edwards knows good retail is the fabric of a neighborhood.
I remember my dad always saying, you don't have a community if you can't get the things that you want in it.
And he says people in Roseland have waited many years for a grocery and pharmacy.
I'm very, very happy that it's coming. Hopefully it'll solve some of the problems and be a catalyst for other businesses to come in.
And just maybe it will allow business owners to take the bars off their stores for good. Christian Weatherspoon, Medill reports.